Last year, we launched the Insights Report, and it helped organizations understand how Atom is engaging with the employees. And it also helped figure out what are the content gaps or automation opportunity within that organization. But there was still a lot of manual work behind the scenes to then loop that back into Atom. Now, with the launch of our knowledge agent, it sits on top of your insights to then decide, based on its knowledge graph, what are the other similar interactions that have happened in the past, other conversations between agents and employees, and then come up with real recommendations on how to go about automating this further. Let's take an example. So here we're segmenting conversations into helpful and unhelpful themes. Let's take Wi-Fi password as an example. Here you can see the actual conversation logs, and we even mask some sensitive data. In this case, you can see that Wi-Fi password as an answer exists within your knowledge base, but a lot of people have downvoted it, and you're not really sure why. Traditionally, you would have to go into each of these requests and then analyze what the problem could have been. In this example, the user is from Singapore, and the password is completely different from what the knowledge suggested. And let's take another example. Let's take Bangalore. In the case of Bangalore, again, we suggested one generic password that was configured maybe a while back in the knowledge, and the Bangalore password now is more specific. So these are problems which require a lot of manual intervention, but with Atom's knowledge agent, it triangulates across all this data, the data of your assets, the data of your users, and really understands your organization to then go ahead and make recommendations, right? So in this context, it noticed that there were 6 conversations about Wi-Fi passwords in general, and it realized that the intent was more from a knowledge standpoint and not really a service item or an incident. And so it asks you to generate a verified answer, which is similar to a knowledge article. And it uses all that data to then come up with sample questions, addresses all the locations that have been asked, and then converges on like an in-depth answer which handles all these cases in one shot. Now it's as simple as reviewing, making minor modifications, reviewing permissions, for example, and then going ahead and adding it back to the knowledge base from which Atom can now learn and automate these scenarios further.